Who is your ideal customer? The answer might just surprise you. So let's get into it. So yeah, your ideal customer. Who is that? Now, a lot of people will say, well, everybody's my customer, right? My product or my service is so good, everybody's going to want it. No, everybody is not your customer. That is, I used to think that. Everything that I do, all my social media marketing, all my SEO skills, everybody's going to want it. Everybody's going to need it. I'm going to be so rich. The opposite was definitely true on that one. Not everybody wanted it, and I didn't become rich. So it wasn't until I really focused on who I wanted to service with my SEO agency that I started doing well. I started making some money, and things began to work out for me. So when I really started to, hone in and focus on who I wanted to service, who I wanted to sell to, I started to create what I came to know and call the buyer persona, right? It was my ideal customer. How old were they? What kind of business were they in? And it wasn't just like basic demographics like, income and education and all that. I really drilled down into, their hopes and dreams, the things that they were worried about, their fears, where they were on social media, like what platforms were they on? What kind of politics did they have? Did they have kids? Were they married? All this stuff. Way, way beyond your typical demographics. And that really helped me a lot. So now that I'm in affiliate marketing, I basically forgot all that stuff and just started going, for anybody who wanted to listen to my pitch, anybody who wanted to consume the content I was putting out. And it didn't really work out very well. Sometimes I'm just hard-headed, and I got to learn the hard way. So just recently, I've been reading this book called .com Secrets. I have it in my hand right now. It's by Russell Brunson. It's a pretty popular, pretty well-known book in the online sales community. It's all about, sales funnels and, a little bit about email marketing, but a lot of it is just, sales funnels, because Russell Brunson has a company called ClickFunnels, and their whole reason for being is to create sales funnels for, online business owners like myself. But in the very beginning of the book, and again, I just started rereading it this week. I bought it. Oh my God, I probably bought this maybe a year ago. Yeah, maybe like a year and a half ago. And I read about half of it, put it down, and didn't pick it back up until just recently. So I'm starting from the very beginning. And in the beginning, it talks about, he calls the buyer persona your dream customer, but it's the same principle. And there's a couple questions that he asks, or that he asks you to answer, right? And I'm going to read you these questions right now. All right, let me find the page here. This is on the bottom of page 18 if you're reading along at home. And I'll put a link in the show notes. You can get your own copy from Amazon. It's like $20, I think, something like that. But it's very reasonable. Anyway, here are the questions. So it's Who are my dream clients? What do they look like? What are they passionate about? What are their goals, dreams, and desires? What are the offers I could create that would attract them and repel everyone else? Now, when you read the last part of that last question, repel everybody else, why would you want to repel people? Why would you want to turn people away from your business? Very simple answer. Because they're not going to be your best clients. When I was a stockbroker, right, the clients that came in with the least amount of money were the biggest headaches. Okay, a guy with $8,000 was going to just murder you every single day, calling you, want to know why this was going on, why that was going on. They were not good customers, right? Well, I shouldn't say they're not good customers. They were just a pain in the ass. So you want to attract the right type of customers for your business. That's where the dream client, dream customer, buyer persona, buyer avatar, whatever you want to call it, that's where this comes in. You need to know specifically who your dream customer is. So the other day, I sat down with my little laptop and I typed out free-flowing who my dream customer was. I gave him a name, an age, marital status, what kind of job he had, the amount of money he was making, how he felt about that job, how he felt about his life, what his physical body looked like, his health, all this stuff. It was typed up one full page of basically a biography of this guy. I called him Alex. And when I looked at the biography, right, all the characteristics of my dream customer, I realized he was pretty similar to me, kind of like a stylized version of myself, right? And when I talk to other people who've done this, I found out that a lot of times, well, most of the time, their dream customer is someone very similar to themselves. And, yeah, it's interesting that, your dream customer is pretty much, you get into business for a specific reason. And in my field, mind, body, and business, I attract a certain demographic. So the majority of and YouTube is my main marketing platform, right? So my YouTube audience is 85% male, okay? And it is 61% men age 25 to 44. So that's pretty much where I came up with, my dream client being Alex, his age, and all that other stuff. And when I look back at the videos that I posted that get the most views and the most interaction, they are all videos of products that I've used and experienced, or my own personal life, things that I'm going on with me. So my audience resonates with me and my experience and my journey and my struggles and all that. Again, they're just like me, right? They are basically stylized versions of myself. So now that I've written out my biography of Alex, my dream customer, I now know the content that I need to produce to resonate with my audience and my dream customer. It's pretty interesting. After I finished typing it all up, I looked at it and I was like, wow, this is really cool. I now have a basic framework to fit all my content in. I have a person that I'm making this content for. And let me tell you, my content creation has become a lot easier now that I actually know who it's for. So I strongly suggest that you take some time, answer those questions. I'll put them in the show notes so you can have them right there. Answer those questions. Find out who your dream customer really is, and tailor your offers, your content, everything towards that person. And I think you're going to have a lot of success. A lot of success. So that's everything I have for this episode. Hopefully you found it informative and maybe even a little entertaining. So stay tuned for the next episode, and see you soon. Remember, be good to each other, because we're all we've got.